Hello students, welcome to the second part of third module, that is vouching. So here I am going to explain you about vouchers, types of vouchers, which are used in accounting normally, and also routine checking. So in bookkeeping, voucher is the first document to record an entry. Voucher is the original documentary evidence in support of any payment or receipts of money by the business. It would be with the help of vouchers that the accuracy of the entry easily checked. Voucher alone can tell you about the nature, source of transaction, its value and authority. So this is the reality. So a voucher can easily describes the reality of transaction. So such evidences may be primary or secondary. So certain vouchers provided primary evidence while other constitutes secondary evidence. So voucher is a piece of evidence which proves that a certain event or transaction is carried out. Mr. Ronald A. Irish has been defined what is voucher. A voucher may be a receipt or an invoice, an agreement, a written requisition slip, or in short any suitable written evidence which confirms a transaction. So voucher is nothing but a evidence or a proof. Okay, I have given three things here. A voucher can be in three different forms. It may be proof, it may be a written record, or it may be a written authorization. So when it comes to types of vouchers, you have two types: primary vouchers as well as secondary vouchers. When a written evidence is available in original, okay, a written evidence which is available in original can be called as primary voucher. It is known as primary document or a primary evidence. For example, a cash memo, purchase invoice, goods received notes, counterfoils, purchase order, etc. called as primary vouchers. What is secondary or collateral voucher? In certain cases, evidence in original are not available. So in those cases, you will get copies of such evidences. Okay. For example, carbon copies of sales invoices, copies of resolution passed at a meeting, Xerox copies of demand draft, copies of purchase order, like this. Original written evidence may not be available for certain transaction. In that time, copies of such evidences are made available for the purpose of audit. So such copies of evidences are called as secondary or collateral vouchers. The next topic is types of voucher used in accounting. So we have more than 20 types of voucher which are commonly used in accounting practices, and I have mentioned some few here: payment voucher, receipt voucher, sales voucher, purchase, journal, contra, debit note, credit note, invoices, agreements, reports, minutes, and etc. So what is voucher? Voucher is a piece of evidence which is nothing but a proof for a transaction which is carried on in the business organization. So payment voucher is a proof of payment which is made by check or a cash. Receipt is a proof of payment which are received by the company. Sales, it is proof of sales which is done in the organization, like purchase and other things. The next topic is points to be noted in vouchers by an auditor. Just for example, you are an auditor and you are doing a vouching process. While you are conducting a vouching process, what are the things you are going to check? ಒಂದು ಬಿಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಬಿಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಏನೇನೇನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಟು ಹೂಮ್ ವೌಚರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್. To whom that particular voucher is to be delivered. In that, what an auditor is going to see, the date and year of voucher correspondent to its books of accounts, transaction, cash book, if it is a purchase book, sale or sales book, okay, like that. It is a correspondent to the books of accounts. And an auditor see if vouchers have been properly filed, serially numbered, arranged in order, okay. Everything has to be looked after by the auditor while he was conducting a vouching phenomena or a process. Auditor to see if voucher is properly stamped and passed in required order by a responsible authority or a officer. Then the auditor has to see the amount which is paid, which is to be paid, appears in both words and figures, and he has to check the payee signature in the particular voucher. Okay, that is authentication point of view. You have to check the amount as well as signature of payee, and you have to see whether the actual voucher which is drawn, the item quality, quantity, price, everything in the voucher itself. And if in case any alteration has to be made in voucher, and that alteration has to be duly signed and passed by that particular officer only, and any items requires further information, explanation, everything has to be noted in audit notebook by the auditor. And the next point, if there are missing voucher, okay, if any vouchers are missing in that particular transactions, he should prepare a list of missing vouchers first. Okay, he has to prepare the list of missing vouchers, then he has to go for a explanation, okay, from the officials, why it is not in the particular order, where this bill has gone or a voucher has gone. He has to inquire the reason for loss of voucher. If auditor is satisfied with the reason, then he asks for a duplicate voucher, okay, secondary voucher, and he is going to examine the duplicate voucher and other possible relevant evidence to that particular transaction with the books of accounts. After all the inspection of voucher, he should mark these duplicate voucher with a special type of ticks as well as marks. The next important topic is routine checking, which is similar to your internal checking. Okay, it is similar to your internal checking. Routine checking, one of the important aspect for 2 marks as well as 6 marks. Okay, so that's why it is also a little very important. There are certain records and books which are common to all types of business undertakings, irrespective of size, constitution and nature of activities and transactions of a business. So the checking of such common records and books is known as routine checking. Routine checking means checking of arithmetical accuracy of books of original entry and ledgers with a view to detect clerical errors and frauds. It is a regular monitoring of books of accounts to determine if any errors or frauds occurred either accidentally or fraudulently. So the features of this particular routine checking is you can easily check all the information completely and thoroughly, and it is also a traditional system, and this particular routine checkings is little expensive but used to detect errors and frauds easily. But this process of checking is there, no, it is very mechanical in nature and planned frauds cannot be detected. So it is one of the normal procedure, because you are going to check only certain records and books, not all, but you can check those books in detail. So arithmetical accuracy can be obtained but planned frauds cannot be detected. I have gone with the differences related to routine checking and vouching. So routine checking comprises of checking of arithmetical accuracy and also clerical errors. Here you can easily check arithmetical accuracy as well as clerical errors in routine checking, but vouching checks the transactions validity as well as authenticity, as earlier stated in meaning. The objective of routine checking is to verify that the accounts have been correctly balanced or not. but the objective of vouching is to vouch the transaction on the basis of a documentary evidence. Routine checking is a part of vouching, but vouching is a broader one when it compares to routine checking, and it includes routine checking. Routine checking is very simple and mechanical, a limited scope. It only reveals minor frauds and errors. But vouching is an intelligent system and a systematical processed one which has a wider scope, and it reveals all your clerical errors, error of principle, and also pre-planned frauds. That's why all the aspects in auditing has its own importances. So routine checking is a part of vouching, and vouching is a wider phenomena. Thank you for watching videos.